I am sweating my balls off. My AC is broken and it's 100 degrees outside, but I'm filming this for y'all. For y'all. Members of the Fly Music Society, welcome back to the channel. So Ren dropped his Love Music Part 4 today. I wasn't going to record this just because I hadn't seen any of the others. Any of the other Love Musics, but everybody in the comments was telling me that they're not really connected, so it doesn't really matter. I can go back and still react to those later. So we're gonna react to this. Today is Ren's Love Music Part 4. I kind of really want to just like get into it, besides the fact that I'm sweating right now. Some of what I heard from other people and just reading the comments on this song. Again, one of his better ones. I don't know if there's a bad Ren song, to be honest. It's just a matter of how much you like each one. But yeah, I'm excited to get into this one. This is a lyric video, it looks like, so I don't know if it's gonna be like Chinchilla's Elements video was or whatever. But so I'm gonna try and make this one a little bit quick, but I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna watch it. I'm gonna react to it. If you're new here, what we usually do is I'll watch the video or listen to the song. Watch the video or listen to the song. I'll interject here and there as I see fit. And then at the end, we talk about the message, we talk about the music. And for this one, I think we're going to break it down. Somebody was saying that the production to this one is really, really cool. So I want to kind of go in, separate the track and talk about that as well. So we'll be doing some of that today. Before we go any further, members are live on my Patreon and here on YouTube. Both equally the same. It just matters where you want to put your money. Patreon does not take any money away from me, by the way, if you do choose to do that as well. But I'm always happy to get anybody support the channel any way that they can. Again, it's not expected or required, but perks there include exclusive videos made specifically for the members, cool sub badges on YouTube, member shout outs. You guys get to vote also on Patreon. I'm gonna start doing Patreon polls where you get to vote what my next video will be, and you get to the top of the list of requests. So if you join the Discord link is in the description below. There's a section specifically for YouTube members and Patreon members where you can request videos, and those will be at the top of the list. So again, not required or expected, but really do appreciate that. All right, without further ado, let's get into this. I'm very, very, very excited for this. And this is Ren's Love Music Part 4. All right.
Love Music Part 4. I feel like sometimes some ideas are just a little bit overdone. Do you know what I mean? Don't even know what to rap about anymore. I feel like I'm just getting older and more cynical. I'm gonna die anyway. Oh, fuck it. 1, 2, 3, oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right.
Okay, before we get into the verse, again, I'm gonna stop it a lot so you guys can just deal with it. Deal with it. First of all, the music, this is, I'm assuming the hook, right? This is really cool. I like the sound of it. It actually reminds me of like the 90s, I guess later 90s, almost like boy band, not boy band, I guess pop choruses from that era. Normally I'd say that's a bad thing, but it works for this. But it's an old school beat, right? Ren always comes in with old school beats like he tends to do. And he's showing his appreciation for the music culture in general. There was a line though, he said, feeling like I'm antisocial. Think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl. Yeah, man. I mean, I'm antisocial all the fucking time. I'm antisocial. And I feel like I'm past the point, past my limit sometimes. So I totally get that. Okay, let's keep going.
I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right. Testing, mic check please. And I'm back for part 4, cause I killed part 3. And you still know me,
believe you.
The same OG, but I been low-key ADHD. Cause I get distracted as the world collapses from the wars that we waged to the COVID vaccine. I was born in an age where the ozone's cracking. I've been off the stage, I've been away from rapping.
True. I also grew up in the age of the ozone layer shit business, right? So we went through that, and then, you know, we went through this whole COVID crisis. I don't want to get into politics of it, but it was labeled as a crisis. We were stuck in our houses, made us more antisocial. Me specifically, it kind of catered to me wanting to be like separated from society, separated from everyone. And now I'm feeling the repercussions of that. I don't like to talk to people when I'm out. I really just want to be almost like by myself, right? True, true, true.
ADHD, cause I get distracted as the world collapses from the wars that we waged to the COVID vaccine. I was born in an age where the ozone's cracking. I've been off the stage, I've been away from rapping, but I'm back on my feet, back on the track, I'm attacking the beat. Back with the baseball bat flow sweet. Rat-a-tat-tat, I'm a rap athlete.
Rat-a-tat-tat.
When I burn like the sun, fee, fi, full form, jack my beanstalk off in your mum. Just for fun, with her niggas half on, give her 1 ton soup, cause she wants some cum. Oh yeah, put the rap game.
Ren's going crazy with this right now. What did he say?
I'm a rap athlete. I'm a don, diggy don when I burn like the sun. Fee, fi, full form, jack my beanstalk off in your mum.
Jack my beanstalk off in your mum with her pants half on.
Put the rap game in. Niggas half on, give her 1 ton soup cause she wants some cum.
Give her 1 ton soup because she wants. I don't know who in the right mind would try to rhyme those words together. Jack my beanstalk off in your mum because he's British, with her pants half off. Give a wonton soup because she wants some cum, right? Cum rhyming with mum. He took this whole kind of lore and really made the rhyme scheme kind of different, and honestly I wouldn't have thought anybody would rhyme them the way that he did. Again, always getting unique with the rhyme schemes.
Yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow.
Super catchy hook too.
With an apostle, and I don't really feel right. I'm a reprobate, I'm in a public park while I masturbate, and I don't put out till the second date. By that I mean put her in my basement. Wait.
Wait. Pause, Ren. What? Hey, are you all right, bro? I know what you're going through, but you all right?
I'm a reprobate, I'm in a public park while I masturbate, and I don't put out till the second date. By that I mean put her in my basement. Wait, giggity, it's polygamy rap. Give her the lickety flickety while I'm beating a bat. She gets giggity wiggity when I go into tap, and I'm the god of fertility when I do it like that.
This guy turned into Quagmire, like legitimately.
Park while I masturbate.
This whole section is he Quagmire.
By that I mean put her in my basement. Wait, giggity, it's polygamy rap. Give her
Polygamy rap being multiple syllable rhyming schemes, multiple types of raps that he does, different ways that he raps, but also polygamy. Like he has a bunch of girls locked in his basement. Be careful, guys, or be careful, girls. Bruh, what is this guy doing?
Hey, giggity, it's polygamy rap. Give her the lickety flickety while I'm beating a bat. She gets giggity wiggity when I go into tap, and I'm the god of fertility when I do it like that. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. I picked up the letters of the alphabet and pulled apart and put together. Finger licking chicken, I'm dipping, flipping the architecture. Do it better, rap professor, killer track, then resurrect up. And I do it like that. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled.
Peter Piper picked a. We all know that. This is all alliteration right here.
Of the alphabet and pulled apart and put together.
Took apart all the letters of the alphabet and put them back together. He's rearranging the alphabet. That's how good he is. That's how good he is at this rhyming stuff. Finger licking chicken KFC.
Do it better, rap professor, killer track, then resurrect up. Tip with the top of the hip with the hop and then ripping and drop when I dip in the spot. And I'm dripping in relevant time, a veteran, better than most of the bigger the crop. I mutilate, a broken break, communicate with stupid pace, now wait.
Communicate with stupid pace. Yeah, bro, you just went into double time right there.
Do it better, rap professor, killer track, then resurrect up. Tip with the top of the hip with the hop and then ripping and drop when I dip in the spot.
Tip at the top of the hip of the hop, and I'm ripping a drop when I dip in the spot. I can't read it that fast, bro. Tip at the top of the hip of the hop, and I'm ripping a drop when I dip in the spot, and I'm dripping in relevance, and I'm a veteran better than most of the pick of the crop. Holy shit.
When I do it like that with the flow, then you know that I'm cold, colder than cold. I'm Sub-Zero, got that Jesus flow, make it.
Sub-Zero, obviously, literally colder than cold, but Sub-Zero, bro. Hey, Ren, did you play some Mortal Kombat? Grew up on that shit, bro. Let's go. Mortal Kombat rhyme.
The crop I mutilate, a broken break, communicate with stupid pace, now wait. When I do it like that with the flow, then you know that I'm cold, colder than cold. I'm Sub-Zero, got that Jesus flow, make your penis grow. Oh, Jesus, bro, why you stoop so low?
Jesus flow, make your penis grow. Hey, there's people out there that probably get hard listening to Kanye West rap, all right? So that's valid. If that's valid for you, that's valid for you.
Got that Jesus flow, make your penis grow. Oh Jesus, bro, why you stoop so low? Well, maybe I'm a little bit immature. I use jokes just to cope cause I'm insecure.
Double true.
What has been before will repeat and repeat on the beat. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Halle.
Well, you can talk about Halle Berry now. He said maybe I'm a little bit immature. I use jokes just to cope because I'm insecure, bro. I mean, that resonates with me a lot, for sure. I feel like I'm one of those people that when I don't know what to say or if I feel like there's an awkward situation, I'll either start talking, like just start saying something. Even though I'm antisocial, I have like social anxiety. I hate awkward silences more. I hate the awkwardness of social interactions. So I'll just start talking nonsense or I'll make a joke because I'm insecure about what's happening in this antisocial or this social interaction, right?
I use jokes just to cope cause I'm insecure. C'est la vie, what will be, what has been before will repeat and repeat on the beat. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry, do ya wanna show your hooters? Lick my monster balls and start a rumor. You can give me head like my name was Henry Tudor.
Oh my god. Henry Tudor, wasn't he I know he was Henry VIII. Wasn't he Henry VII too? Like father son thing. He's junior. That's crazy. And Henry VIII was like decapitated. So give me a head like Henry Tudor because his head was off, but tying it together that way. And it wasn't Henry VIII, I think, wasn't he of like Welsh descent? Which is crazy because Ren's Welsh, has Welsh descent too, tying them together in that way. That was a bar of a bar right there. That's nuts.
C'est la vie, what will be, what has been before will repeat and repeat on the beat. Oh Lord, I'm sorry. Halle Berry, Halle Berry, do ya wanna show your hooters? Lick my monster balls and start a rumor. You can give me head like my name was Henry Tudor. Booyah, back on the beat, killer backstreet boy with the back of my feet. She take back your boy for some meet and greet in the backseat, boy. I'll be slapping her cheeks.
Slapping her cheeks. He's talking about, kicking all the boys in the back streets. He's back on the beat and he's gonna kill the Backstreet Boys, like the boys that are on the back streets. Crazy again. Shout out to the Backstreet Boys.
Your boy for some meet and greet in the backseat, boy. I'll be slapping her cheeks. Kill him when the bassline go. Kill him with the suicide flow. Kill him with the 4x4. Killing it wherever I go.
Before people judge me like I'm celebrating suicide, I think that's a callback to his song Suicide. It says suicide flow because he has mental issues, and a lot of people think automatically mental issues means, oh, he's suicidal. Not true at all, but that's what it's gonna look like, so he's just rolling with it.
We slapping her cheeks. Kill him when the bassline go. Kill him with the suicide flow. Kill him with the 4x4. Killing it wherever I go. With the rhythm that I'm kicking with precision. I'm efficient with my vision. I'm a villain with the flow.
Killing with a rhythm, that's 5 syllables. That I'm kicking with precision. That's 6 syllables. I'm efficient with my vision, 7 syllables. And I'm a villain with the flow, 8 syllables. See what he did there? Not only is a multi-syllable rhyme scheme, but he's increasing the syllables each time, and yet it still flows correctly and it still rhymes. Crazy flow right there.
Wherever I go with the rhythm that I'm kicking with precision. I'm efficient with my vision. I'm a villain with the flow. When I kill him, I'm killing it with ambition. Demolition of magicians and the tracks to gold. Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right.
Very interesting stuff going on with the music. So I'll wait till we break it down by track, but there's a lot in the production for the chorus. Well, there is for the whole song, but for the chorus specifically, we got guitar in the right ear, we got the keyboards in the left ear, we have layers of his vocals for that whole portion. There's a lot there.
Yeah, going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold.
Especially right here.
I get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right.
We have
feeling kinda sick in the cocoa.
We have the high voice. We have the really low voice. We have his voice, and then we have kind of the octave unison singing with him to make it feel deeper, right? Again, more production there.
And I don't really feel right.
the clapping.
And I don't really feel right.
And I don't really feel right. Crazy. That was insane. Wow. I don't know. Every time I come into these songs in my head, I don't vocalize it because it doesn't really matter, but I always come into a Ren track. I'm like, is this going to be the one that I'm not going to like as much? Is this going to be the one, a song that I'm not going to like? Is this going to be one of Ren's, like a bad Ren song, right? And I think for me personally, music's subjective, but for me personally, I think Animal Flow was probably one of the ones I liked the least. It's still a great song, but it's one of the ones I liked the least just because of the subject matter didn't really like speak to me as much. It wasn't as heartfelt. It was kind of a quirky song that just didn't flow with me as much, but that doesn't mean it's not a great song, right? I think what's crazy about this though is I feel like now, since then, he's been stepping up his game. I really liked Murderer because of what it was and how almost it was like a radio hit. It literally was like a radio hit, or I could see it being played on the radio. And this one, I think, took that a step further. That other one had its roots in reggae. It had its roots in ska. It had its roots with, you know, a lot of you mentioned in the comments, like the UK ska of the 80s, right, was kind of in that, especially with the live acoustic. This one, I think, kind of starts taking it into the R&B, popish R&B, hip hop type of stuff from the late 90s, early 2000s here with the chorus, talking about the boy bands, right? That all that mixing together with this. And this was a big production in terms of the recording and the music of it. So we're going to get into that. All right. So we are here. For those of you who don't know, I do use this application called Moises. Okay. So obviously we know this. We've done this before on the channel. It breaks it down. I have 5 tracks here: vocals, drums, bass, guitar, and other. I don't know what the other is yet. Well, it's probably going to be the keyboards, but I want to talk about the hook, right? And it said this in E minor. That is correct. Let's go with this.
Love Music Part 4. I feel like sometimes some ideas are just a little bit overdone. Do you know what I mean?
That riff, he has a lot of gain on the guitar. No distortion, but a lot of gain. Gives it that kind of like almost wobbly feel, almost compressed. It's a lot of gain, high mid, high bass, low treble, right? Super simple riff. It's in E minor, like it says. It's essentially just going up the E minor scale for the most part, but I'll show you right now. And it's palm muted. That same riff is embellished later, played in a different inversion or higher up on the fretboard, higher tonation, but that is used throughout. It moves from the guitar over to the bass for some of it, but we'll get to that. Really cool riff. Didn't really pick it up very well, but he's playing the same thing, but higher up on the fretboard. So instead of playing it in open position, he's playing it in second position. Solid. Still playing E minor, but in second position. So it's pretty easy, and there's distortion on there, makes it super different, but still the same, right? It beefs up the song. All right, let's talk about the vocals.
Oh yeah, put the rap game in a chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah. Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa, and I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, feeling kinda antisocial. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl, yeah. Going off the grid and I'm postal, and I don't really feel right.
You can very subtle hear it, but the high register vocals, right? You can barely hear it, but there is kind of like top right of the song, very high, higher range vocals. I think I'm gonna blow Chernobyl. It's the same, but like it's like an octave higher. It's in falsetto. Very different. Okay, so I was able to change this so we can actually like hear the guitar. Still can't really get the keys to. The thing with this application is it's AI based. It's gonna work sometimes and other times it won't. But let's listen to just the guitar real quick. Yeah, again, it's very high gain. Played that earlier, and then we're gonna go to the next part. So there's the bass. There's even a little horn section in there that I'm hearing. So even the dynamics are different, right? Instead of just playing it straight, like he was on the original riff, right? Just straight up playing the chords or the notes, excuse me. He's actually playing it to where he's adding some dynamics or adding some technique to it. So he's doing a lot of slides. So yeah, so cool stuff there. That's really interesting to hear.
Giggity, giggity, it's polygamy rap.
There you go. There's the piano. Right, so there's the keyboards, like I thought I heard, and it's on the left side right there. Really, really cool. I'll play that again so you guys can hear it. Very jazzy piano. There's a distorted guitar again with the keyboards on the left side.
Joke shit to cope cause I'm insecure. C'est la vie. What will be, what has been before will repeat and repeat on the
Bass
beat.
playing
Oh
the same.
Lord, I'm sorry.
And then let's go to the very end with the vocals here.
And I don't really feel right. And I don't really feel right. Oh yeah, put the rap game in the chokehold. Sometimes I might get a bit loco.
So we have some, I think it's like 3 different voices doing the unison, right? That's probably the main melody that you hear, right? Or that we all hear, but.
Sometimes I might get a bit loco, yeah.
Sometimes I get a little bit loco. That kind of tenor.
Feeling kinda sick in the cocoa.
We have a, feeling like a little bit loco. We have a low voice.
Yeah, feeling kinda sick in the cocoa. And I don't really feel right.
Again, this is all a cappella, right?
Cocoa. And I don't really feel right.
And I don't really feel right. Harmonies, all that cool stuff. But it makes it feel very full at the end there. So there's lots of layers. There's at least 8 or so layers right there, vocals. Crazy, crazy cool, crazy production that goes into this song here. That if you don't break it down, if you don't really listen for it, and you're just casually listening, you might not hear it, but that's really, really cool. So yeah, I really liked this. I know that I've preached before that I like the stuff that's not overly produced. I like the stuff that's kind of live, off the cuff, because it shows true talent. On the other hand, there's also talent in the production side of things. And I know that Ren is not one that to overproduce. He's not one to use auto-tune or pitch correction, things like that. So it's really interesting to dive into these to see how he produces these. I'm pretty certain that he's the sole producer of this, right? To see all that goes into making the sound of the song, right? The difference between this and like, say, High Ren, for example, or, you know, Chalk Outlines, How to Be Me, those live renditions, is that you have a couple instruments or even one instrument and the vocals. That's it. So you have to make those things interesting. Here you have all these different layers that are creating basically the masterpiece, right? If you want to think of it as a painting, each layer of vocal, each drum pattern, each bass pattern, each piano, whatever's being played, all of those are different colors of the painting that have to work together to create this overall picture. And that's what production is, an art form too. What I don't like about the production side of things is when they do things that they really don't need to do, like the pitch correction, like that fullness that's at the end of this. If the whole song was like that, I would not like it, because you can tell it's produced. You can tell that there's a bunch of layering on it, and I think it takes away the authenticity of the song. But for the end of this here with the vocal, the outro, it makes sense. So it's using the production portion of the song to your advantage and using it in the right way, I guess, is what I'm really getting at. So, but I really like this one. I I think Murderer, I'm probably gonna like better. Honestly, I just need to stop saying this one's better, this one's better, because each time the songs get better and better. I like this one a lot. I don't think right now there's really a song on this album so far that I've heard that I don't like, which is crazy considering it's like what, a 22 track album. That's nuts. That's unheard of now. Even back in the good old days of music, right? The 70s, 80s, 90s, there was not really a full album's worth, 22 tracks, where you can say, I like every single song. It was very seldom. So that's pretty crazy. Anyways, I really enjoyed this. Now I have to go back and react to all the other Love musics. So stay tuned for that. I appreciate the love and support you guys are showing me. I need to get the hell out of here because it's 102 degrees in my office right now, but I did this for you guys. So I really do appreciate you sticking with me. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that notification bell on my channel. It helps the algorithm out a lot. Most of all, though, make sure that you go like, subscribe, hit that notification bell for Ren. We support the original artist on this channel. That's really what it's all about. And just to show you guys that I put my money where my mouth is, but it'll let me do it. I've already liked, I'm obviously subscribed, and I have notifications on. So yeah, make sure you support Ren. Dude's gonna be a household name soon. He's got to be. All right, appreciate the support. Thank you guys so much, and please do remember that good vibes are contagious.